This is Crystal Summerbear Jones with Wedding Secrets and Heirloom Photography. You might notice today I have changed my background, and that is because I am going to be sharing information about my portrait business. So, this is actually the first video that I am dedicating to the portrait side of my business. And the reason why is because I am hosting a special program that's going to be for high school seniors for 2026. But first, I want to share a little bit about the portrait side of my business and how it is different from the wedding side of my business. Obviously, I love doing weddings. However, I'm not a volume wedding photographer. I do weddings because I very much love weddings and because it incorporates what I love most about photography, and that is creating fashion-forward imagery along with photojournaling a person's precious moments in life and photographing like candid shots mixed with art directed shots, doing photo and video. I get to do it all at a wedding, which is great. However, I can only do so many weddings a year and really dedicate my time to each client. So I only do 12 to 15 weddings a year max. And so that does leave a lot of downtime if I wasn't doing portrait work. But I love doing portrait work because I love creating imagery and artwork for women and women-owned businesses. And and I love, of course, working with young girls. So I have a whole dancers series that I am working on. But one of the things I wanted to do was create a magazine. And now this magazine is also going to be for my couples through the wedding portraiture. I'm going to sneeze every time I start talking. Okay, I had to do a jump cut right there because I just sneezed and I might have to do a couple of them because I am suffering from allergies and it is on and off throughout today. I don't know what, it was really windy today, so I'm sure I breathed in something. So if you hear me sniffling, I do apologize. And my eyes are watering a bit, which is why I'm like basically look like I have no makeup on because it's just so watery and stuff. So I apologize. Getting back into it. I have created this really amazing magazine series, and there's going to be 4 or 5 editions. Actually, no, there's definitely going to be 5 editions, maybe even 6, that are going to be published over the next year. And they are a 40 over 40, so celebrating women over 40. And often this is for birthdays. It's been for birthday events, for women who've recently gotten divorced and are celebrating a new chapter in their life, women who are in business and want to do something to celebrate themselves, or women who they just haven't done anything for themselves and want to do something for themselves. And it's been really great. So far, I have photographed quite a handful of women. And once I hit 40 women, I am going to be shutting that down. And then I'll relaunch the program the following year. But I will be hosting a red carpet gala event where all the images for all the women are going to be posted, and I'll be doing video reel of the interviews I did of the women and inviting the women along with their families and friends to come and join us in celebration. So that's what I'm doing for them. And then I have a dancers series, which has been really great, and that's going to be kicking into full gear over the summer because dancers take a break during the summer and they don't have training and competitions, which is great. And so it's going to be 25 dancers for that. And then I have another program that I'm working with women professionals. So it's going to be a magazine totally dedicated to women-owned brands and their businesses, which is going to be really cool. And I love doing that. And the other one is going to be high school seniors, which is actually what I'm going to be is going to be what I'm chatting with you today about, because obviously, when I'm posting this right now, everybody's graduating. Either they graduated last weekend or they're graduating this coming weekend, or they're going to be graduating in a couple weeks. But this time span of the year, I am recording this the very end of May. This is when everybody graduates high school and college. And so the program I am launching is a senior rep program. I did this in 2024. I'm sorry, 2023 to 2024. And then I skipped this year because you have to market mark it the year before the year starts. So I was busy planning my wedding last fall and last summer, and I had too much going on. So I did not do it this year, but I'm going to be jumping back in for the 2025-2026 season. And I'm going to be expanding it to the entire Bay Area, which is really great because I get to get clients down in the South Bay, which is might be where we end up moving. Probably not. I hope not because it's a little crowded down there. There's certain areas I love about it, but I like being up in the East Bay a little bit, and I like being fairly close to Napa and the city. But I do miss parts of the South Bay, I will say. So Saratoga is one of my favorite little cities, and being so close to Monterey and Santa Cruz. There's so many beautiful places up here. Anyway, sidetrack. So I will be doing this for all of the Bay Area, and I'm going to be having probably around 8 reps. If we have a couple more that are interested, I might go up to 10 high school senior reps. But I want to chat a little bit about that and chat a little bit about what makes me different as a portrait photographer. And that is, so some people might call it in-person sales. So yes, I sell artwork to clients. However, I also do digitals. And how that makes a difference is because I put a lot of effort into each and individual image. So there are even in my type of business, and my type is you hire a photographer, you pay the session fee, and it does not include anything, and then you order the prints or products or canvases or whatever from the photographer or the digitals, and that's what you do. And then they usually do light touch-ups, and that's it. I do in-depth photoshopping, and I really create artwork for people. And that is not something that a lot of photographers do. And even now I don't know I don't charge enough for what I do. But I by charging a little bit less, I'm able to help, invite more people in. And it's still an investment. Most people do end up investing $1,000 to $2,000 per session with me. But I do have on a rare occasion the people who end up investing just like 500. But even for $500, it's still more money than a lot of people who call themselves professional photographers charge. I know photographers who charge $200 a session and give away all the digitals. Those digitals usually are not professionally edited or very lightly edited. And usually it's a photographer who does not have a lot of experience art directing people to look natural and look flattering in their photographs. So I have a lot of experience. I've invested 100K in my business, learning from the best of the best how to art direct people. And I like not if I'm doing digital only, I will I will really ask you what are you gonna do with that digital? Why do you only want digital? And also, I very rarely sell the full size high resolution photos. If you want a digital, that's fine, but they're only going to be social media size. What does that mean? That means if you want to print them, they'll be great for small photos and maybe a little small album or a card or on your website or social media. They're not for printing 24 by 36 images for your wall. If you're wanting something like that, then I create it for you. I've had very rare instances where people have wanted to purchase the high resolution photos, but usually that comes with a really steep investment, because I'm basically giving you the rights to the photographs is basically what you're doing is you're purchasing the rights to the photographs. So, but my big thing is I have a degree in interior design. I like helping people design the artwork for their walls or for their home if they're going to do an album, if they're going to that was the other thing I have to do. I was like, I have 3 sessions. What's the third session that I need to photograph? Oh yeah. I just remembered it. I'm glad that I did this video. I have 3 photo sessions due in the next few days, so I have to edit them. But I help people design how they're going to use their images, where they want to put them, because more often than not, the photographs live on your phone or in your computer and they never make it onto your walls. The amount, because I used to be what's it's called shoot and burn. You photograph it, would be burning it to a disk, but instead you're burning it, I guess, into a your hard drive and then uploading it onto a computer. The amount of clients who have come back to me and be like, yeah, actually, I never ended up printing. I just lost track of time and I didn't print it. And they actually were so excited when I transitioned over to in-person sales and a full service boutique photographer because they didn't have to worry about anything. I was taking care of everything and it included full service photoshops, which means if they didn't like the way their chin looked or their arms looked, or I even need to swap faces. Sometimes with family photographs, you can't get everybody to look at the camera at the same time and smile. I would swap faces. And I can do that because I actually am a very, very good at drawing. I have a graphic design experience and a degree in interior design, which requires a whole class, a whole semester class in delineation, which is hand drawings. And thank goodness that translates well to Photoshop. So I have a lot of experience. And but of course, I have to charge for my time. And yes, of course, I come into people all the time who are just like, "Oh my gosh, why is it going to cost me? Why do I have to pay, $150 for a digital image?" Well, that's a lot of work I'm putting into that digital image, and I'm giving you the ability to print that. But oftentimes I'll do special packs and special deals for people who want digital only or for branding clients and such. High school seniors, which I love photographing, of course they're going to get digitals because I want them to share it online. I want them to share it on TikTok and Instagram and all those places. But the parents and the kids also want something tangible usually that they can actually put in their homes because especially the parents, the kids are moving away and oftentimes moving away and they want something there to, remind them of their child that is now gone from their home. So I'm going to share, that's just a little bit about my business, but I'm going to share specifically what I'm doing for high school seniors. And then the, I'm going to share my Facebook page for you so you can see all the magazines that I'm doing so you can actually see it. All right. Let me make sure. Yes, it is. It's ready to go. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So you can see right here, in the past, I offered two different levels of the model program, but I realized that really everybody just wanted this main level, so I took away the smaller one and just am offering this one level. And this is actually a very good. This is photoshopped in there. This flower field. It was a very dry field, and I added in the flowers in post, but. So this is a little bit few of the images. So why should you join a senior model program? So first and foremost, it's going to be a blast. Second, you get to help create the different styled shoots that we put together. And we're going to be doing two themed styled shoots throughout the year. And I'll be sending out a poll to all the ladies. And it's just going to be ladies because I want all the ladies to not to feel self-conscious with guys there. And my specialty is working with young girls and women. Although I do work with men quite often in a number of areas, my specialty is working with young girls and women. Third, you get social media shareable images from every single event, and I'll share what that is. And fourth, you're going to be featured in our magazine. And here you go. This is our magazine right here. So this is the back end. So you're actually seeing the back end of it. Hold on, let's see if I can actually preview. Let's see. Let me see so you can see what you'll see because I'm actually looking at the back end of it. Okay, there you go. So yeah, this is the magazine that you're going to be getting. Obviously it says Seniors 2025. It's actually just going to say seniors across it. But originally I was planning for doing Seniors 2025 and the spring just really got away from me. I got so busy that I wasn't actually able to market for 2025. So we're going to be doing this for 2026. So some of the program perks is that you get to do two team building photo shoots over the year. Images will be featured in our own magazine with the end of the year party to celebrate with your friends and family. Through the team building shoots in your own personal session, your confidence will build, helping create confident and beautiful women and be an inspiration to others. I'm also going to be giving college referral letters because as a part of a team, you're going to be getting to know each other and participating in local team events. And I possibly will be doing a community event. I don't know yet. I wanted to do a special surprise event, but I'm still working on that now. And what's really great is that you get to be a part of stylized shoots, workshops, and other surprises as well. And of course, you get your own personalized session, and you actually get two of those. Actually, I need to change this because there's not both levels anymore. You get a earlier in the year, so a lot of people like to do this first thing, so they'll either do it the end like August, so they have photos throughout the year because your senior year, the yearbook's going to ask you for photos. If you're a part of team photos, the team might ask you for photos. When you're applying to colleges, they want you to include photos. And so having a session earlier on in the year is always a good idea. So you have good quality photos to use for all the events and all your needs throughout the year. And then, of course, we're going to do a spring session, which is really great. And this, of course, these were going to be used for grad announcements and other events specifically around your graduation. So, what does it include? So, it's valued at more than 4,500. It's actually valued at 6,000. So, complimentary 2-hour session scheduled in the spring to celebrate your graduation with access to our wardrobe and styling. And it already includes 5 images. So, this is going to be the occasion where I will be including 5 social media shared images, which normally cost $750 when you purchase them in a pack of 5. It's $750 by themselves. And my 2-hour session usually is also another $500. So, and then you also get a $500 credit towards your collections. And my collections, like I said, they start at $700. So those are my digital collections. Then you get team building photo shoot events. So there's two included. You have to participate in at least one. So the first time I did it, I made the mistake of, well, if you can't participate in the event, we'll do it individually. But that really took away from the whole experience. And it was a lot, it was very time consuming for me. And I actually ended up getting taken advantage of by, there was one particular member of the team that I got took an advantage. The mother just really milked it for everything it was worth and didn't end up buying a single thing. She just took what was included. And so, but she was very particular, which happens sometimes. But now, and unfortunately, the girl never posted on social media at all. So now to even be a part of this, you have to participate in one team building photo shoot because I want a group of girls to get to know each other, and you get 5 shareable images from each session. Sorry, my dog's walking around. And yeah, so you can end up with 10 sessions digitals included. And of course you can order more if you want to. And I do offer those at special pricing. And so yeah. So I mean you get the credit as towards your personal session. But for the team sessions, it'll for every referral you get $150 credit towards any collections you want or artwork, or you get $75 cash. So you can do that as well. And then, of course, you get one summer, fall, or winter individual session. So this again also includes 5 images. And one of the things is you must post and tag me on IG or TikTok. So that's one of the things because I'm basically going to be giving all the digitals you receive are essentially free because the only thing you're actually paying for is the sessions. It's the 2 sessions itself. Really. And the reason I do this is because I do want people who are really serious about participating in the program. And if you have cash in it, if you have a financial investment, you're more likely to actually participate in the program. And so that's one of the reasons. And then of course to cover my costs because like for instance, if no one ever ordered artwork, I'm just being super transparent with you, but if nobody ever ordered artwork or ever upgraded their order, I would mostly break even because the costs of marketing and the time aspect of if I need to book a bigger studio space for a bigger group of people, if I need to get a permit to do a photo session at a specific location, and then of course um the the photographs. My dog is making a lot of noise below me. Are you okay, baby? And it's just a lot of time and energy. And so I made the fee to basically cover the costs of any permits I might need and the my time to do the actual sessions. And really the 997 is basically would cover two session fees is what it covers. Um, so yeah. And so mostly it's free. You get a lot of images. Everybody walks away if you participate in both team building events. At the end that you get 10, at the end of the year you end up with a total of 20, minimum 20 because you get a $500 credit right back. So actually you end up with more like 25 custom curated touched up images of yourself. And what's a bonus, and this is what parents love, is that I do include a complimentary family session, which also includes 5 images. So you end up with, so you're paying $997 and my session fees run $497. And oftentimes they'll include 1 or 2 images. Right now, I am offering, so if you're graduating now or you don't want to participate in this program, I actually have a standalone session that is $497 and includes 5 images. And that's a specialty. If you want to be a part of the magazine and you want to be a part of all the fun, you can absolutely do that and you don't have to participate in this program. And it's $497. It includes 5 images. And if you just want to do the 5 images, I usually schedule a couple days throughout the year where I photograph everybody who just wants the base packages. And it's kind of like kind of a mini session where it's usually a couple hours still, but I stack a couple throughout the day. And that way I don't spend so much time photographing you and you end up with 100 images to choose from and you only get five because that's a bummer. You never want to be overwhelmed and only get 5 images because you can't afford more. Which that has happened before where things happen, cars break. I mean, the amount of things where people have been like, oh my gosh, I really want all these images, but my car just broke down. I do also offer payment plans. So for instance, this investment, we can break it up into 3 payments and you just pay them uh, just over 3 months, the next 3 months that you sign up. Everybody does have to sign up by August because by August, the middle of August or so, I am going to be reaching out and to start scheduling appointments with seniors and planning the team building photo shoot events. Um, but yeah, it's a really, really good deal, and it is valued at over $600 because let's see, each session by itself with the bonus that I'm doing. So say we're doing the bonus, let's see, that'd be one, two, three, four times 500. That's 2,000. And this is with the bonus. These are not my normal prices. And then you get a complimentary session as well. That's another one. So it's 2,500 at my complimentary prices, my bonus prices that I'm doing right now, not my standard prices. And then you get another 500 credits. So even with the special pricing that I offer, it's like a 3,500 value. But at my normal pricing, if you were to normally book me off this, somebody reaches out and inquires with me, it's a $500 session fee and it does include any digital images. But if you're a part of one of my special events that I'm doing it as specially priced package. So, yeah, even that, it's a really good deal. And I don't even think I added that up right in my head because it's like 4 sessions plus a family session plus 5 images each Plus, you'll be going to be a part of the magazine. Oh, I forgot about that. So the magazine, and then you also get to be a part of the Red Gala event, which is going to be I will be charging for additional if additional people want to come. So you get a free ticket by yourself, but if other people want to come, then they have to purchase a ticket. So that's all included. I don't even have that in there. I need to add that to it. I just realized that. But it's just it's a really cool deal. And I already have people signed up for it. And it's gonna be a blast. So yeah. And the family session, what I usually recommend if you want to do your family session and have it in time for holidays, then let's go ahead and schedule probably October, November. But a lot of families really want that photograph with the cap and gown. So what I suggest doing is scheduling the family session once your grad gets the cap and gown, and then we'll go ahead and schedule that family session so that they can wear the cap and gown and you can get those beautiful photographs. Because actually, I just talked to somebody today and they're like, yeah, I don't know what the policy is on. Maybe I'd love to hire you to photograph a graduation ceremony. Most high schools, now I have done this for non-high schools, but most high schools do not allow professional photographers to photograph. They have their own professional photographer they use, and they want you to purchase the prints from them. There are some places that do allow it. I actually have photographed one graduation ceremony, but it was for a college event. Other than, well, one graduation ceremony in which a specific person hired me. I've been hired by a college, San Francisco State, in fact, to photograph a whole college ceremony, graduation ceremony. But again, I was the only professional photographer there, and there's a reason for that. So, yeah. Anyway, when you go to the bottom, these are just some of the reviews I have. This is a standalone web page. If you want to take a look at some more of my work, you can absolutely go to summerbearphotography.com and check that out. I think this goes there. No, it does not. I should need to do that. But you can schedule a call with me right here. And I allow you to schedule calls up to 2 weeks in advance. So, yeah. Ooh, I have to make sure that I am not available on these days because I will be out of town. My dad is coming to town for Father's Day. I'm very excited. This is the first Father's Day I've spent with him since he moved to Ohio back in 2001. So it's been a while. Um, I'm excited. We're gonna go to Yosemite. I'm actually doing a whole Yosemite series because I will be also this year launching. I've been trying to do this for the last couple years and I just haven't gotten to it, but I'm going to be launching an artwork series uh that's going to showcase some of my landscape work and some of my fashion work. So yeah. So yeah, I will be doing some adjustments on that link, but I'm going to share the link below. And if you have any questions, please reach out. And again, oh, the one thing I did want to share is if you're not, because there are people who are just super, super busy, there's no way that they are going to have the time to do team building events. I completely understand that because I myself was incredibly busy my senior year of high school. I was a part of a band. I was a color guard in marching band. I was a color guard in winter band. I was also the ASB secretary. I was also a part of the Beaux Arts team and the German club. Is that it? It's a lot. I was very, very busy and I had a part-time job. So I was very busy and I did not, I mean, I did color guard, but I didn't do like sports and a lot of kids do sports year round. So I am going to share the option you have to sign up for this. And I'm still accepting if you are a class of 2025 grad, feel free. It's never too late. The latest grad session that I have photographed was like late June. There's never too late to celebrate, I promise. Okay? It's never too late to celebrate your graduation. All right. So, so this is it. And I'll drop this link below as well. So obviously this is class of 2025 because that's what I'm doing right now is last minute grad sessions, but this will change to class of 2026 by the end of June. And yeah, Usually I do stop promoting this during the year, and I just promote my rep program, and then I'll stop promoting this. I'll start promoting this in January so people can start thinking about it. But if you're a class of 2025 or 2026 and you want to get on my calendar early, like I already have bookings for next April. So absolutely feel free to get on my calendar early, especially if you want a specific look. Like, for instance, if you want to be photographed in almond orchards with those white, beautiful flowers, I'm going to have to pre-plan that. That session would not be included in the base fee, because I would actually need to rent, possibly, unless I can find somebody letting me to let them use their space like I've done before. So right now it's 497. It's going to go up to 597 for 2026. So but yeah, it includes all the same things. It's just the one session. It's a standalone session that you get to do. Right now it's 497, and yeah, you can fill out the form right here, and yeah, it automatically filled it out. That's interesting. Um And what's really awesome is I will be, if you book within a week, and I'm going to be dropping this on Friday. So if you book, I'll just extend it to 2 weeks. So if you book within the next 2 weeks, if you're a 2025 grad, you get a complimentary phone app. So that's really cool because then you can just don't download that app to your phone, and you don't have to like log in to the gallery every time you want to share your photos with people. And here's actually a great, I love this because it shows you the actual artwork. So the album, and this is actually a photograph of an actual album that I custom made for one of my high school seniors. This is a wall portrait that a lot of parents love. This size is probably the 20 by 30 size. And these are what some of this is called a storyteller. And because I work with a lot of dancers, and it's called a 9 up right here. So I also have, these are a bestseller, the gift print boxes. Yes, that is a hardback right there. That is why it's standing right there. This is literally a bestseller, this gift print box and the custom albums. The glass front folio boxes aren't as big of a seller because they're a little bit heavier, and they're more for usually when the women who work with me on my 40 over 40 campaign would purchase this. And then yeah, high resolution digital files. They're still high resolution, and you can print them. If you do want to make copies, you absolutely can. I do release the rights to make copies, but they are only printable up to anywhere from a 5 by 7, maybe an 8 by 10. You can push it. But yeah, it's a photograph of me, of course. And I am an experienced fashion photographer, and I've worked with some of the top Vogue models, and I do bring that to every single session. And our men, so in this experience, men are absolutely welcome. I actually photographed, this year, I photographed a couple seniors. This is one right here down in Moffett Field, which is really fun because I used to go to Moffett Field all the time when my stepdad was in the Navy and stationed there. And that was so much fun. Now I'm really aging myself there because Moffett Field's been closed since like 1992. And I barely remember it. I mean, I was really young when I went here and did I did arts and crafts on the base. And yeah, and also I will be doing some makeup. If you do want makeup, you don't have to. You can do your own makeup, but I actually do Mary Kay makeup. I do other things for my face, which I actually will be sharing on YouTube Shorts about what I do. I use a completely different brand other than Mary Kay for all my face cleansing and things. And I love sharing that with people so that they can, especially if you know you're going to be doing your session on a date and it's months from now, you can actually like work on getting your skin and your face in the best condition ever so you feel wonderful. I, of course, will always touch up your skin so you'll always look amazing. But if you know you have something going on with your skin, it takes away from your confidence during the shoot. So I totally understand that. So you want to feel confident, even though you know ahead of time that I go ahead and touch you up, you still want to feel great at your shoot. And then, of course, this is actually an example of doing a family session when your child gets their cap and gown. And this is a really cool story because a mom here has her eldest child and then she had triplets. So they're all going to be graduating like 2028. So, yep. And right now, if you want to do studio work, we can. Almost all my senior sessions are done outside, but I can do studio work if you'd like. And right now, my studio's in downtown Martinez. That might be changing soon because our mayor of our town and the city council just voted to bring in Section 8 housing and to get rid of the very few parking lots that we have downtown for small businesses. And they're going to bring in Section 8 housing. So, and one of them is literally across the street from my studio. And we already have a homeless problem. Most of the homeless in downtown Martinez are quite harmless and even sweet. Some of them are really nice guys. But then they're going to bring an influx of a whole new group of people. I've gotten to know the homeless. It's a weird thing to say, but I've gotten to know them. And quite a few of them are really nice people. And the ones that are a little odd, you just know to stay away from. And so, yeah, I might be moving to Clayton. That's where I would really love a studio space opened up in Clayton. And it is a little bit of a trek to get out to Clayton, Concord. Martinez is actually much easier to get to. My studio in Martinez is literally 5 minutes off the freeway. And in downtown Clayton, with no traffic, it's a solid 15 minutes from the freeway. With traffic, it can be 20 to 25 minutes from the freeway. So that is a downside to getting a studio in Clayton. Also, I'd miss being so close to the Martinez Marina, but anyway. All right, until next time, I'll see you later and I will drop all the links below. And do not forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. And I'll be back next time, back into the wedding side of things. But I'm going to start dropping, now that I have enough wedding videos up, I'm going to start dropping more about my portrait business up here. And yeah, I might even do behind the scenes editing. If you want to actually see me edit in real time, let me know. In that case, I would actually tell you to go over to settings and turn it on 1.5 or like 2 times the speed to go through it quicker. Or I might just do that myself and just like 2 times the speed throughout it. So you don't have to sit there watching me do a whole edit for 20 minutes or whatever it takes. Anyway, have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.